We're here at Wheatley Park, which is a unique park in many ways, and with me is a familiar face, Ken Freeman, who is our Trails Coordinator for the City of Hot Springs. Welcome, Ken.
Good morning, Terry. Thanks for being out here this morning. We get a chance to see a trail that we don't often think of when we think of some of the trails in Hot Springs, and so it's a good opportunity to do that.
Yes, and this is a beautiful place. You feel as though you're in the middle of nowhere, but we're actually off of Majestic Lodge Road, which is off of Airport Road. What makes this park so unique?
Well, I think one of the things that is really unique about it is that it's really like two parks in one. It's a somewhat of a destination park in that it's used a lot by boats and fishermen. In fact, other than that's the main use most people would think is that is for the fishing and boating, and then there also is it's the only public access swim beach on Lake Hamilton, and so in the summer that gets its use as well. But you know, all year long the trail is here, and it provides a place for those that live near here or that would drive here. But it's really kind of like a neighborhood park in that way.
Oh, what about this being a city park, yet it's outside city limits? Tell us about that.
Well, in 1974, I think it was, the property was donated to the city if it could be made into a park, and using the lake as a city limits extension. This is a city park.
Well, and a lot of people do know about it and use it, and for the fact that it's the only beach area, public beach area in all of Lake Hamilton is in itself pretty amazing.
Yes, it is. That Lake Hamilton, the shoreline area was developed so much with private homes and commercial that this was the only spot left, for that. So it's pretty exciting to have that here. It provides, of course, for our county residents as well as for the city to have an actual sandy beach to come and play on in that time of the year.
And a good bit of fishing goes on as well.
The fishing tournaments, I think, actually work out of here on occasion, and the boat ramp gets lots of use, and the parking spaces in warmer weather, you see a lot of boats and trailers, and lots of trucks and trailers and boats.
So we turn to that, and as you say, it has sort of an alternate personality here on the trail. Tell us a bit about this beautiful trail.
This trail is it's almost a mile in length. It's a loop type trail with a cross section in the middle, so you could do it as a figure eight, or you could do one section of it smaller, or however you would want to do it. But if you went around the outside loop of it, it's about a mile. It's a natural surface trail with some chat surface in some places, and it has some aluminum benches at places that if you wanted to sit and look at the scenery. And in certain times of the year, of course, there would be colorful leaves, or wildlife to see, and it's kind of like a little green oasis amongst some of the neighborhoods. And it has walk-in access through the fences at certain places to accommodate people from the neighborhood. There's one entrance off of Majestic Lodge Road, and there's one off of McDonald Loop, and then there's one off on the other side over here on Seashore Point.
So we've shown during this segment an overall aerial view of the park, and it's forested with a beautiful tree canopy with trees of different kinds. But yet you'll be able to see those connections to neighborhoods that border the edges of the park?
Yes, in most cases there's a fence line along, and then there's a wooded gate, kind of a portal, so to speak. It's not an actual gate, a swinging gate, but it's just an open space with a portal in.
Why is it so important to have those neighborhood connections that you seem to make an emphasis with all of our park development?
The goal of our parks not only is, of course, for enjoyment and just but there's a health aspect involved, health and recreation, and trails provide a really good, economical, easy way for people to be healthier and to walk their dogs or to do whatever with the trail, and in the neighborhood connections provide that without having to get in a car and drive somewhere. The last thing we need is more exhaust in the air and people having to drive a vehicle someplace. So this provides a way that someone can leave their home in one of these neighborhoods surrounding the park and walk in and walk on the trail and then get back home.
Hmm. And from the Hot Springs Creek Greenway to the many trails throughout our city parks, that is an emphasis as a part of the park's master plan, is to be able to connect to neighborhoods so that, as you say, it can be all non-motorized.
A goal is to try to take and have all residents within 15 minutes of a trail. And we're not quite there, but that this for the neighborhoods that are around here, they are. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Well, this is a particularly beautiful park that a lot of people within city limits may not realize is here or haven't discovered it yet. It's definitely worth coming to see and experience.
It surely is. And there's picnic tables, and there's a restroom, and there's a pavilion per party if you want to have an outing.
Mm-hmm. Which a lot of people do because they can combine that in the summer months with playing on the beach or fishing or what have you.
Yeah.
The fishing, of course, is year-round.
Yeah.
About how big is this park overall?
It's a 23.5 acres.
Okay, so a good size.
So it's a nice size.
Yes. So come on out to this beautiful park and enjoy the trail that we're on. Which is available to the whole family for exercise. And the best thing about it is it's absolutely free. So thank you, Ken, for giving us a peek into one of our beautiful park trails.
Thanks.
I'm sure we'll meet you again on the trail sometime soon.
We'll find another one, I'm sure.
Yes, we will. And next week we'll bring you more city news.